is Crappensworth, and I identify as a chili and cheese burrito that gives you really bad gas. My pronouns are chili cheese and severe gastric afterburn with fiery chunks. A lot has happened so far this Pride Month, as His Imperial Majesty of the newly formed Empire of Transquirvania, Joe Biden, celebrated his inauguration as Emperor by desecrating the American flag through elevating the Imperial Transquirvanian flag as equal to it. Some Trump-loving conservatives objected to this ideological insurrection of Western morality, obviously because they're insurrectionists, as demonstrated by the infamous date of January 6th, as narrated by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in her new best-selling LGBTQ+ children's book, entitled "The Day Trump-Loving MAGA Fascists Almost Killed Me Because I Stand for the Rights of Children to be Trans and Have Abortions." Some have said the title of her book is a bit wordy, but others point out that it is the most coherent thought contained in the 40-page virtue-signaling rant she calls a children's book. But while MAGA Republicans are up in arms about Joe Biden's ascendance to the imperial throne of Transquirvania and his public display of it by raising the progressive pride flag to a place of prominence above the American flag, it really shouldn't be seen as that big of a deal, as Biden's high school guidance counselor always told him that becoming president was just a stepping stone for the higher position as the emperor of a global woke ideology. Actually, I just made that up, and it's probably not true. But as he's now ascended to the Transquirvanian throne, anecdotes like this speculative commentary will be retrospectively affirmed as true, so I'm probably on the right side of history. His Imperial Majesty initiated his first act as emperor, which is to begin the political assassination of his opponents by arresting Donald Trump for all the things that he himself is guilty of, but will not have been guilty of once history is rewritten to affirm his imperial ascendance. So far, these legal proceedings against political opponents has been limited to Donald Trump as a presidential frontrunner of the opposition party and a man who occasionally completes coherent sentences. It's unclear whether Trump would take Joe Biden's title as Emperor of Transquirvania or just become the President of the United States if he won. Either way, it would be bad news for Biden, especially as Trump has now vowed to retaliate by seeing Joe Biden indicted if he's elected. Now that we've thoroughly covered this very unimportant stuff, which no one should really be paying attention to unless you're sufficiently brainwashed to already agree with our narrative of the events, let me bring up an issue of vital importance to distract you from the facts. On a personal note, I want to just say I'm not an alien, although I've sometimes been misgendered as one. I think because of the shape of my head and my affinity for licking shiny objects. With that said, however, aliens are real, you guys. And we're not just making that up to distract you from the upcoming election cycle, or the fact that we're all being steered toward complete and arbitrary government control. Even Tucker Carlson has been forced to admit they exist. And I mean, there's a whistleblower and everything. And that's how you know something is true for sure, if there's a whistleblower, or if they did an episode of Mythbusters about it. Those two ways.